Warm welcome to the session. As a part of digital supply chain, we have been seeing various digital tools like IoT, RPA, and other digital supply chain tool. In this session, we are going to see one more additional tool, uh, which is known as digital twins in the supply chain. Okay, possibly having knowledge of such a tool will take you to the future. Maybe considering that you are a supply chain executive, but not a developer, but still you need to have some basic understanding how things works. Of course, having some basic knowledge of some of these tools will be helpful in your future career. So let me attach the PowerPoint for the latest session. Here, the topic for the session is digital twins in the supply chain. Let us understand what is digital twins, and also before that, how we were doing this earlier before when the digital twins were not there, so that it will give a clarity and continuity in understanding. Usually, in engineering organization or even in the civil construction, you make a model prototype. For example, you are building a big building for 1 million square feet. Then a model will help to understand a better way. Okay, instead of a drawing, even if you make a 3D drawing, model will give a much clarity. Of course, in the engineering industry, if you are introducing a new model or a new product, the first step is to create a prototype, a live model which resembles the final product. But making a physical model, unlike a civil model, it is going to take lot of money, lot of investment, especially for the engineering products, because we also try to apply some test to that physical model and check whether it is capable of taking such stress in the modeling. Okay, this is required especially when you are launching a new product, to understand whether all our efforts or all our design consideration are not or taken care in the final product, and there is no field complaint later on when it comes to it. So you may see such a modeling, especially the physical modeling, has been done for a lot of time, maybe several decades. This has been done, and in the recent time we also apply stress test to the to validate such a model. But it's as we know, it's going to take lot of time, lot of investment. That's where we were trying to convert this physical model to a system model. You are going to use a 3D drawing and simulate various tests under system condition. The advantage of system modeling is you are able to do it quickly at a lower investment. But of course, it is not equivalent to a physical model, but the world is evolving. You need a digital model in doing it. Maybe possibly, the latest prototyping happens using 3D printing, which is very popular. Yeah, it's not only a small model you are printing, but much bigger. Like you see an example here, a tall building is being designed and built using a 3D printer. But these are isolated modeling. But what happens, you want to model entire factory, and which is known as either smart factory or smart manufacturing. Here you are trying to connect various process and model the same in the inside the factory, and possibly you are digitizing every operation and creating a dashboard. Possibly this will help us to simulate various scenarios or have total control over such manufacturing operation, possibly by using a remote operations. But when it comes to supply chain, we are connected with several vendors and the customers. So there also you need a digital twin. Okay, this is where that comes into very much important, because in the supply chain we have a lot of disruptions and delays, and by embracing digital technologies you can predict or design the supply chain and outsmart the disruption. So one of the critical component of the shift is use of digital supply chain. So let us understand what is digital twin. Digital twin is a digital replica of a physical supply chain, like a prototype in a simple model or a smart factory. You are trying to create a replica of a physical system and then apply the scenarios or stress to the model to understand how it behaves. Same thing we are trying to do in a digital twin. We are creating a digital replica and create the real supply chain in the virtual world, so that we can test a scenario, model different nodes, modes, flows, policies, and understand how decision and disruption will impact a network operation. Of course, the model creation requires time, knowledge about supply chain, knowledge about digital tool. Let us see in the coming slides what are the knowledge required to build such a digital replica. So why digital twin is required in supply chain divine? Because we can also, apart from seeing the model, we can also do dynamic test and redesigns. This can enable organization to stress test. Okay, it's not only a model, but you can apply various scenario, various condition, and simulate various situation, so that not only we can withstand setbacks but also bounce back quickly whenever there is a disruption. Organization can use the digital twins to provide greater visibility across their supply chain, identify patterns and discover opportunity for improvement, eliminate inefficiencies and operate current processes. Digital twin are key enablers for supply chain resilience by helping organizations make smarter, faster, data-driven decision to respond to anything which may go wrong. So, how can a digital twin help make supply chain more resilient? A digital twin helps organization create contingency plan, figure out how much safety stock you might need, identify alternate transportation, logistic route, and much more. This model can be used for much more simulation. It allows to run multiple scenarios in parallel so that you can answer different questions in different strategic area at the same time and come to the conclusion that it is the best for the business overall. But the task involved in the building digital twins, let us understand. First, let us we have need to create a blueprint, align stakeholders on a clear vision for the digital twins, because it involves investment, time, effort. So you need a clear blueprint. Define the purpose, scope, and desired outcome. Identify the physical asset to be replicated. So you need something for modeling or replication. So which is the asset, and such asset can be a benchmarking asset. The next step is to build the initial digital twin, gather data from various sources. Of course, this involves sensors, collect a real-time data stream from sensors. It could be temperature, humidity, motion. Of course, this model we need to build by using CAD files, utilize computer-aided design, maybe 2D or nowadays 3D is very popular. Of course, this also uses some business information modeling software for architectural details. So it's not a one-person supply chain work, but it is a teamwork. Okay, create a visual model for physical asset, maybe by using AI algorithm to render dimensionally accurate, navigate 3D models, consider integrating IoT data, for example, temperature or geolocation for real-time insights, collaborate with a trusted partner to simplify the process. Apply the predictive algorithm, enable predictive maintenance and performance optimization based data on the analysis. then boost the capacity. Can digital twin help me meet my profitability, risk, and sustainability goal? This is the question for organization. Of course, by building digital twins, you can optimize transportation routes to reduce carbon emission, to modeling how different raw material and supplier will impact their overall carbon footprint, and you will be in a position to identify the problem early on so that you can provide proper response. And as we have seen, we can use this for an alternative scenario in terms of modeling and a different situation of what will be the output when inputs are changed. How to manage supply chain risk with the digital twin, test the performance, identify and quantify the effects of risk throughout your network. Here we are creating something like a supply chain digital network. Okay, it could be a warehousing network or logistic network or the entire network modeling, and try to understand the overall effect and not the individual process. Choose the best response, analyze and compare the results, identify the most appropriate readjustment plan, finally reduce the cost of recovery by minimizing lost sale or capital expenditure or operational expenditure. Okay, so as we have seen, this can help in scenario manager or a scenario analysis by engaging digital twin in continuous design in supply chain, procurement, and finance are empowered with the data. They need to adapt quickly to changes in demand, production, and supply. Possibly in our program, Digital Supply Chain, we are trying to provide additional detail apart from various tools in digitizing supply chain. You will also get additional information if you are enrolling to our program on digital supply chain. Okay, possibly here I am taking you through the overall process in terms of getting some knowledge at a macro level. Let us see what are the skills required to build such digital twins. It has to start with the business skill, essentially with the domain knowledge, understand the industry and specific asset being twinned, especially here we are talking about supply chain logistic, then managing stakeholder for their approval, value proposition. Of course, since there is an investment involved, we need to consider the value gain from such endeavor. Next one, the candidates are expected to have computer skill in terms of data engineering, prepare and integrate data from various sources like sensor, CAD file, IoT devices, and much more. Data visualization, create interactive 3D model and visualization. Of course, some coding knowledge may be required, especially the Python and similar languages. Uh, some knowledge about supply chain analytics, where you will learn about various analytical coding language. It could be Python, artificial intelligence, machine learning. This will assist you in building the digital twin. Of course, the other aspects of building the digital twin could be program management and delivery, agile methodology, timelines, milestone, risk management. All these are part of program management. What are typical barriers to progress on digital twin? It could be governance or lack of managerial support, and this is very critical. Besides, a clear roadmap is also essential. But as per my understanding, the specific skill set is still not available because supply chain executives are still lagging behind on knowing what are such tools and also learning some of the basic requirement. For example, if you want to digitize supply chain, the basic tool is you need a average knowledge about the domain. Second, detailed knowledge. Okay, second could be having knowledge about the tool, coding tool like Python. Then, of course, comes what is important could be visualization tools. Then, machine learning or AI algorithm will help you in understanding the overall digitization of supply chain. My name is Patabi Raman. This is my profile. If you are not yet connected, you are welcome to connect to my profile. As you see, I am PIC certified, and I am also a supply chain scientist. So we have various programs, especially the topic what we are discussing is at a very micro macro level. Of course, in our program, we are going to discuss in much detail with case studies and how we can digitize the entire supply chain. The second one, which is one of the popular program, is supply chain analytics. We are currently running 25th batch, and this we are running for the last 4 or 5 years. The of course other global supply chain certification, it may be from SIPS or ISM or APIX. You are welcome to reach out to us for any guidance in preparation or training. Of course, those watching live, if you have any queries, you are welcome to reach out to me. Either you can type in the LinkedIn command, or this is also live telecast in YouTube. If you have any queries, you are always welcome to reach out to me or my team. You can see my WhatsApp number. You can always ping and talk to me. I also provide career advice, mentoring. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.